I'm Ulu Braun. I'm from Berlin, and my film is called Pacific Vein. Most parts of it I was shooting in the West Coast in the US. I was documenting lots of things that made me think of why is America like it is. So, for example, I saw a lot of fake columns and this longing for imperial power, and then that people are into fitness and want to live forever. And out of these thoughts and images, I constructed my video collage, Pacific Vein. Julian Assange I depict because he's talking about the meta story that I also tell in the film. Like, you have surveillance camera, but you have the open space, the complete freedom. And I think that's beyond everything. Like, everyone is recorded with every information, things can be done, and I think it got a bit out of control. So there is very powerful people who could use their power in order to hack you in a way. And the other characters, it was for me, I tested, of course, very different characters, but at the end, like what kind of a range of personalities I have in the film, it was a little bit like a poem. So some worked and some didn't work, and I preferred to have sentences that resemble more like, or that capture a moment where they try to be as normal as we are. And that's a bit, in a way, funny, because they are in this luxurious superboat, and they have also, I mean, it's true, they have the need. I mean, it's true what they say. Jeff Bezos has only as much time as we have. But in a way, it's a bit, in one hand, it's a bit deliberating to see people struggling with the same issue, and behind that is also, you know, about happiness. When you talk about that, like, that's more what I'm interested in. They are interested in living forever, having this much money, being super powerful, but what does it achieve if they are not happy with their life? And you can, with Elon Musk, like, you can see that he lost a lot of things with his gambling, actually, and I didn't want to make, because everyone knows that they are these super powerful people, and that of course there is a lot of critical aspects on it, and so I could have shown it in a bad light, but I think that was not my interest, because they are anyway already in this light. So I was more in this psychological level interested that what do they do with their time, and what do they wish, and it was a bit of the mix. And for Jeff Bezos, I added this little baby, and somehow within this trashy casino where he is shown, it was kind of beautiful in a way. Right. Yeah, I was in Los Angeles, so I was mixing Los Angeles, like the beach life, and the crowded city with its problems of homeless people, and but Las Vegas is very close, so I made this trip to Las Vegas, and I found like similar issues, but more theatrical, because the whole Las Vegas is like a show, and that was, I mean, I was very hooked and fascinated. I was filming permanently, because for me this these pictures show a lot what is actually behind. Like, what do people need to see? Like, why do they want to have a Caesar's palace and enjoy walking there and go to super expensive clothes shop and have a fake Roman Empire around them? the sentence had a bit like a practical issue because I was searching for material where I could extract him. I wanted him because he's like resembling the stereotype of a cowboy, how we also in other parts of the world perceive the image of a cowboy. So he's like a stereotype hero cowboy, and a cinematic aspect also that from the history I want to include in this, talking about media. I'm talking about Getty Images, so there is also, we have these signs from protesters in the film, and Julian Assange talking about it, so that comes from this part, and it also starts with him, that he's sculpting from mud actually, a sculpture that's also like building the fake columns and the world around us, and so it fit bury her with my own hands. It fit a bit to the context that he is also sculpting and sitting there. So I had the different choices of words I could put with him, and that felt also, I mean, of course, it's also you could think that it's about the bad conscience of the US. So the weaponization of America, for me, they must have a really, really bad conscience, because why would they have so much military in the US? Nobody is attacking them there. So where does it come from that they all the time are defending themselves? And so this is this violence also that in the past, like in the history of the US and the buffalo, I have like 3 times the buffalo image in the film. For me, this is also not very superior, you know, if you always need to show this, like you have a lack of something. So that's in a way a bit tragic, I think also. And what you see now in politics, it's the division, and that people believe the worst fake news you can even imagine, that it's possible that people act like this. It's very harming our ideal image of the US actually. So when I was there, I have to say that it's, yeah, so a lot of things are fake, but they are good in dealing with the fake in a way that even empowers them, and that's maybe they don't even want to go into this and reflect it and solve it. But that's stage we see now, that because there hasn't been a way of therapeutical dealing with the past, and the crash will come in one day. I think that they have to work on their reality, how it was constructed, how violent and so on, and what is hidden. And everyone, it's good if everyone is doing it, but some nations had this opportunity, like in Germany. There was a big time after the Second World War where people needed to reflect a lot about their heritage and so on. And
as a human being, that's what you're looking for. The highest, truest expression of yourself as a human being.